Welcome to Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy along with Harlan Thompson, and we are standing, well, at the downtown Detroit Lakes area at the new Veterans Memorial Park, and Harlan is one of the members of the committee that got this whole thing started. Harlan, welcome to Hometown Happenings.
Hi. Yeah, thank you.
Harlan, first of all, I want to talk about how this park came to be.
Well, it started when they remodeled the courthouse, the Becker County Courthouse, because there were some monuments that the VFW had set up down there, and they had to remove those to make room for the expansion. So we said, why don't we make up an area where we can put these monuments in and maybe expand a little bit more on it and make it more of a veterans memorial. We hadn't had the idea of the park as such, just more of a veterans memorial. And that was probably in 2008. So we had a bunch of the groups get together. We had a representative from the major organizations, the Disabled American Veterans, the VFW, the American Legion, the National Guard, and the Purple Heart. And so we got together and we decided that, you know, we would like an area that we would like to be able to put the memorials in and then just go on from there.
And because of all the redevelopment going on, you know, with the new highway coming in and that sort of thing, some land opened up.
Right. The land opened up right along Highway 10 here, and we weren't sure what size or how it would look because the state has right-of-way from the highway in so far, and we thought that's going to really cut into where we can go. It isn't big enough to really develop on for the city, but the city did agree that we could have this area, and it's just grown from there. And then we came up with an idea of we'll have a Veterans Memorial on this side, and we'll put the amphitheater on the far side with the memorials from the courthouse. So it would be kind of a walkway, just kind of something where people can come in, they can relax, they can walk through, they can read the pavers, they can also still shop. And there'll be green space too, so there'll be grass. That's what we wanted.
That's right. Right now it's November of 2011, and you had the I guess the ribbon cutting of the park on Veterans Day. And how did that go?
Well, that went real well. We thought it might be a little bit early, but we wanted to kick it off for Veterans Day because people were asking how soon, and when do I have to buy my pavers? So we had all the flags up, all the flags, which is really nice. We had dignitaries here that helped cut the ribbon, and we got the monument itself up. We had some of the benches out, we had some of the pavers out, but now we've since stored them for the winter. When it reopens in the spring and we get done, they'll be up all the time. So they'll always be here. The flags will be flying 24/7.
Harlan Thompson is here with me today on Hometown Happenings. We're at the Veterans Memorial Park here in Detroit Lakes. As you come into town, it's just off Highway 10. And we are going to take a break, and we're going to talk more about the pavers Harlan's been mentioning and more about the monument behind us. And we'll be back with more Hometown Happenings after this. Welcome back to Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy along with Harlan Thompson. He is a veteran in the area, and he is on the Veteran Memorial Park Committee. And we're standing here at the beginning of the park. It's taken a while. Now, Harlan, you told us before the break kind of the process it went through, but how many years are we talking to get this to where it is?
Well, it started in the winter time in '08. And now this is the fall time of 11, so it's 3.5 years is what it's taken so far, because we had to meet and decide how we wanted the design of the memorial, what groups that we wanted on there. We decided against listing individual veterans' names or groups or wars on the memorial itself, so it could be for all veterans, whether they were peacetime or in a war, whether they were in any branch, it didn't make any difference, and it would cover for everybody that way.
All right, and I know that in various meetings that I've attended that they've been talking about the memorial, and just in general, there are about 3,000 veterans in Becker County. And although, you know, this is a Veterans Memorial Park, but what we're going to talk about next are pavers, and it's to pay tribute to veterans, but not only veterans.
Right, and that's the thing we want to make sure we emphasize. It's not just for people who live in Detroit Lakes or Becker County or even Minnesota. In fact, it's not even for a veteran. If a business or an individual said, you know, I really support veterans, but for one reason or another, I didn't get in the service or whatever, they can still buy a paver and then help support, because the money that's raised from the pavers help build the park here.
All All right, great. So the pavers will be along the sidewalks here and around the actual memorial that is in back of us.
Right, right. And that's what we wanted to do, because we wanted to have a wide enough sidewalk so people could walk on the sidewalk and not walk on the pavers themselves, but still be close enough so that they could look at them and see them as they walk through.
All right, so Harlan, let's talk a little bit about this monument that we see behind us.
Okay.
Tell us how that came to be.
Well, we had a couple different designs that we were looking at, and our committee met. We were working with Andy Ness at Ness Granite. He brought a couple different designs to us, and we decided we would like this one that would show the branches. I mean, it would be the Army, the Marine Corps, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard, and show all 5 of those, and the flags behind. There's 7 flagpoles. 5 flags for each one of those. Of course, the American flag, the POW flag, and then the state of Minnesota flag. So, and the one flies underneath the American flag. So that's why we got 7 poles.
All right, very good. And this went up. This also has taken a while to put together, this monument itself.
Right, right. The monument itself was done earlier, but because of the titling, because of all the pre-work that had to get done here, the grading to get the ground all ready, we couldn't actually put up anything until the city county had done their part. And we wanted to thank the city and the county for their part, because they've really done a lot for this.
All right, very good. Harlan Thompson is along here with me, Carol McCarthy, on Hometown Happenings today in Detroit Lakes. We're talking about the Veteran Memorial Park that is coming into being here. It's the beginnings of the park. It's been dedicated already, and now we've got the winter to go through, and then the grass will grow and some
Right.
trees will be planted.
Well, we wanted to, you had mentioned too about the pavers.
Right.
There's 3 sizes, and when we talked about it, we thought we want to keep it simple, have 3 sizes. There's a 4x8, there's an 8x8, and a 16x8, so that they would all mesh together. Instead of having all the small ones together and then the bigger one, we wanted to have it interspaced so that a small one, a big one, a medium-sized one. Some names are wider, I mean longer, and so you have to have it wider for the bigger names. Other people, we suggest listing maybe the spouse or the family, or just something that they would like to do. They don't have to put when they were in the service or the years or anything like that. And so we wanted to make a variety. That's why we had the 3 sizes. And then we also have benches available. The benches run a little bit more, but the pavers we started off at $90, so we thought we're going to make that affordable for everybody.
All right, very good. So if people are wanting to look into getting a paver, you know, to commemorate somebody or to pay tribute to someone, they would contact you or the Veterans Service Office, or who?
There's all 5 of us on the committee: George Peters, Dave Cowell, Don Schatzsnyder, Larry Hinding, the Becker County Veteran Service Office, or even the city of DL, or myself. And you can contact any of us and we can give you information, we can give you the brochure. The checks get made out to the city of DL because they're the ones that are processing the checks. But we ask that everything get turned into one of us first so that we can record it so nothing gets misplaced or lost.
Harlan Thompson with the Veteran Park Committee here. He is a local veteran helping to bring this park to existence, and we are standing here just before winter, and we'll talk again in the spring. We'll have some grass here and we'll get the flags flying again, but congratulations and good job on this park.
Thank you, thank you. It is real impressive when the flags are flying. We hope that as people drive through Detroit Lakes, because it's right on Highway 10, the lighted flagpoles will catch their attention. They'll swing around, they'll stop in, look at it. They'll still shop, of course, and enjoy it, but we want to make it a destination where people come here to actually see it, rather than just off to the side someplace. Like some towns have their memorials kind of off to the side. This is kind of like a showpiece for the whole area.
It's a wonderful tribute to those that we want to pay tribute to, and a great idea and a great gateway to the city of Detroit Lakes.
Right. We want to make sure we say thank you, not just because I'm a veteran, but for the veterans, what they have done. There's many in our committee that have really sacrificed a lot, and those that didn't make it back, we want to make sure we remember those, because if not for the veterans, it would be totally different here for us. We don't realize that.
Harlan Thompson, thank you so much, and I'm Carol McCarthy for Hometown Happenings.